LeBron. You got fans that's going on social media. They got on his sneakers and talking bad about him. So, I mean, you live and you learn. I mean, my thing is family. That's what's important to me. As I get older and as I get wiser, family.
Just to follow up on what you're saying about Adrian, you were in there against Maidana, and you know how serious of an opponent he is. So when Adrian is fighting, the helping him in the corner, like how seriously can you be taking the fight if you're doing that kind of shit during the fight, right? Don't you have to have 100% of your focus on fighting him and not doing that other shit?
That's why I play a major key.
That's what I'm asking.
Normally, his training camp is in Cincinnati, where there's a lot of distractions. What happened? I got on the phone with him. Get here. We need you here where there's no distractions. And he's still going to make a lot of mistakes because he's young. No different from me. I made a lot of mistakes. But I didn't have a mentor like a Floyd Mayweather to communicate and tell me right from wrong.
Do you see a difference in him today, and do you think we'll see a difference in him on Saturday against Sean Porter than you saw in his previous couple fights?
Well, I think that it's a lot that he still have to learn. To whereas when Leonard Ellaby is on the podium talking about the fighters, Adrian has to realize he can't just praise him. In the promotion world, we have to be on an even playing field. No different from what we talked about in the past about the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Only thing I wanted to be was on an even playing field. So, Sean Porter has been champion before, so we can't just talk. This guy only has one loss, and Adrian Broner has one loss. So, I think it's a good match.
If he takes it as seriously as you take it, close to that seriously, how good can he be?
It could be a pay-per-view star. A lot of times fighters, when they get into business, fighters first they say, you know what? I want to be world champion. I want to make a lot of money. At one particular time, they wanted to be on a certain network, but then of course, Mayweather, I come in, I change the game. It's all about the small guys now. I'm not taking anything away from the heavyweights, but I changed the sport of boxing. I done something in the sport of boxing no fighter in history has ever done, and probably will never do. Whereas we don't, nothing against the Klitschko's or no other heavyweight, but this era of boxing is all about Mayweather. And I've been around a long time. I've been around a very, very long time. But as far as with Adrian Broner, he's super talented.
You talk about Errol Spence. Errol Spence, a lot of people don't know him yet, but you've been around him for a while. So what have you seen?
Well, this is what happened. I call a spade a spade. I was, I'd done time. So when I was locked away, when I came out, I was still off a little while. When I came back to the gym, I wasn't boxing. Orthodox fighters. The guys that I was boxing, because my fight, instantly under my contract, was with Robert Guerrero. So he was a southpaw. So my first guy that started sparring was a southpaw. So he was giving me, he was giving me good work, real good work. And he pushed me, made me get in tip-top condition. And when I got in tip-top condition, I was Floyd Mayweather. But he's a hell of a fighter.
So he was very instrumental in helping you sharpen up?
Yes, absolutely. But it's going to take a little bit more. And me and Errol Spence talk. Where What else?
He's probably out there.
You still working? We talk, and we looking forward to. I think that this next fight, I think what's a good matchup is Keith Thurman. I think there should be a championship fight. I think him and Keith Thurman should fight for a title. His next fight, he's ready. I got belts I would like to relinquish that I haven't yet relinquished, and I haven't yet got my WBO belt. You know, I haven't yet. If I can relinquish something, I have to receive it.
So Bradley Vargas are not fighting for that belt.
I'm just saying.
I get into the politics of it, but everybody knows.
I'm just saying. I've yet to receive my.
You just won the belt.
I've yet to receive my WBO belt. So, once again, I was on the podium. I said, this week, you know, I believe that I would like to relinquish my belts, and I want to relinquish my belts. However it may came out, but I still get to receive my BO belt. So how is somebody fighting for something that I'm yet to receive?
Hey.
I asked Jesse that Monday. He says, I don't know what's going on. He says Floyd's belt, but we're fighting for it. So he doesn't even know.
I don't know. Yeah. These type of things happen in the sport of boxing.
Floyd, what can we learn?
Want to see your super fights? What would be a super fight you want to see?
Don't get to you.
Okay.
I know you, New York.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You have a young gentleman here, Badu Jack, that nobody thought would win a title, shock the world. What can we learn from that?
Well, I bet on him.
You did? You were the only guy to bet on him, I think.
I bet on him. It was a good fight. I think Badu had a little bit too much respect for him, but because he's a gentleman. When it's all said and done, he's the perfect gentleman. But you know, we're gonna continue to push Badu because we want that mean streak to come out of Badu. You know, I think we have a couple of world champions now, but the future of boxing is all Mayweather Promotions.
You have a kid here, Andrew Tabiti. I think he's top 5 hardest hitters in boxing, 9-0, 9 knockouts. What can you tell us about him?
We're ready to fight for a title.
Already?
Absolutely. What are we waiting for? And I said the same thing. You know, we got this little young kid that's turning pro also under our belt. But I want to talk about Tabiti and Badu Jack. You know, those guys are the quiet storm. They don't say too much, but they do a lot when they get in that square circle. And so the people that's social media follow these two guys. They're not going to say much. Very humble, very appreciative, but they're going to do a lot when they get inside that square circle. And that's really what it's about. Going out there and making things happen. Badu had a little minor setback, but it was a major comeback.
Well, you're promoting 2 shows on the weekend, one on NBC, one on CBS. You're the consummate pay-per-view fighter, so it seems like the Premier Boxing is trying to go away from pay-per-view and take boxing more free. What is your theory on the impact that Premier Boxing can have in going on network television, can have on boxing for the long term?
Leonard, touch on that subject, please.
I think it's a wonderful thing, obviously, because with the next generation of young stars, obviously led by the Mayweather Promotion stars, they're the future of the sport. So everyone can't be a star like a Floyd Mayweather, you know, so they have to start somewhere. And with taking boxing back to network television, it gives an opportunity for the casual fan to be able to watch and see these young rising stars grow. They get a chance to see them fight often, and they get a chance to understand what their life is, not only inside the ring, but outside the ring. So I think it's a great thing that being able to bring boxing back to the mainstream core of people, and it will not only elevate the sport, but elevate the fighters. Right now, because of Floyd, the way he's changed the dynamics of sports in general, the fighters are making record purses, and it's all because of Floyd.
That's all.
It's all because the fight. This is what I'm saying is that
because when I was fighting in the beginning, I mean these guys wasn't making, that type of money. Not these small guys, not even the big guys. They were making good, okay money. I don't really know the numbers. I do know the numbers. I don't like to really put the numbers out there, but I can talk about the numbers that we're doing. We make the shit, guys, our company. That's what we are doing.
So what are they making on Saturday?
A lot of money. a lot of money.
How much is a lot?
A lot of money. Both guys.
Well, they're not making, more than 20 million for the year, but they can.
But can't the free TV make the pay-per-views even bigger in the future too because of the exposure?
Well, yes. I mean, ultimately, we have to see where it all shakes out. But it's all about these young fighters getting an opportunity to be seen and showcased with casual fans taking the sport to the next level. And like I said, you can't say enough but thanking Floyd for being in position to be the one that was very vocal about that fighters deserve the lion's share of the money.
Absolutely.
The fighters are getting paid. I say the fighters are getting paid. So if you're a fighter out there, how are you gonna hate on this guy when he's ultimately the reason why you're making a bunch of money at the end of the day? Because
I'll change the sport. Just change the sport, just totally.
sports in general, just not boxing.
What do you think your total was from Pacquiao?
Total, like, what do you say?
So you got $100 million check. I saw your check.
No, how much money I made?
That night.
Probably 275, 276.
Floyd, Adrian Broner likes to compare himself to you all the time, and obviously being the big brother to him, somebody that he looks up to.
Well, our ultimate goal is to make Adrian. We want to make a fighter bigger than me. I want my records to be broken.
No, but because he does like to compare himself to you, and you're obviously on a completely different level. What type of advice do you give him to kind of be like, it takes time to get to where you're at in your career?
I love Adrian Broner. But I want to say this. Everything takes time.
Yeah.
Everything takes time. Sean Porter is not an easy task. It's not going to be easy for Adrian. I never seen a guy, Roberto Garcia, fight, but Errol Spence is always working hard. Mentally, he's always in the right place. So we just have to see how that fight plays out also.
Okay, well, I was more asking on a friendship level, like, friend to friend when you give someone advice.
I mean, I kind of answer that with them. Everything basically takes time.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, me, I didn't used to have patience. I'm talking about far as when I want something. That's why I always fought hard to make sure I was in a position to get what I wanted. When I reflect back on my career, I used to see guys, and I used to want to fight every guy. Like, I want to fight him, I want to fight him, I want to fight him. But then, when I got older, I got wiser. If I fight everybody right now, I ain't gonna have nobody for pay-per-view.
Floyd, you dominated against Pacquiao so good that everybody's talking about you moving up to 160, 168, heavyweight.
I finally had a chance to see the guy fight. What's the guy?
Gennady Golovkin?
Congratulations for everything that he's done, but even at my weight, he can't beat me. I don't knock him. He can't. I thought he was really, straight up and down, no special effects. He can punch, but I seen him in his last fight he was having. I don't even know who that guy was.
Willie Monroe Jr.
If I'd have worked with the guy could have beat him. But I don't take nothing away from Golovkin. It's obvious he done something right. So whoever they put in front of him, he beat him. So he's been doing something right thus far. And I've seen Oscar I see a little thing Oscar talking about.
Yeah.
He's coming back. I mean, you know, if he wants to, we can rock and roll in September.
You would fight Oscar De La Hoya in September.
And we can put in 54. He already know that. He said he wanted the rematch, so if Oscar won, he can get in September. He already know how I operate.
I gotta ask you this. Cotto said he might fight Canelo. You fought both of them. You beat both of them. Who do you think wins that one?
A tremendous matchup. Tremendous matchup. Both solid competitors. Both good fighters. And even like, you know, and I think they was talking about, they put Golovkin in the mix. I see him fight. I'm just saying that, you know, when everybody was talking to me about him, so I take time out of my schedule to watch this guy. Let me see. Actually, I think I won money on him.
You did?
Yeah, I mean.
We had the under. The under on the rounds.
Yeah.
Hey Floyd, every Puerto Rican in New York, Puerto